Hello the internet, hope you're all well, thanks for stopping by. I'm continuing my look at Top Gear magazine's top 50 driving games of all time, and in this video I am looking at the entry of number 48, Spy Hunter from 1983. The arcade machine was developed and published by Bally Midway and was released in November 1983. It spent 4 months at the top of the arcade charts in the United States from April to September of that year. And then it would go on to be ported over to pretty much every home platform you can imagine, whether that was Amstrad, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, Nintendo Entertainment System or Atari 2600. It was everywhere at the time. It's said that Spy Hunter was inspired by James Bond style action. It's a top-down, vertically scrolling driving shoot-'em-up. Although quite where the James Gunn theme normally found in Blues Brothers comes from, I'm not too sure. Controls are fairly simplistic. You've got a steering yoke and you've got an accelerator pedal. You've also got high and low speed gearbox. I would advise caution using the high speed because the action comes at you so quickly and you're too far up the screen to see what cars are coming and you can't really react in time, so use it very sparingly. You also have a number of weapons at your disposal. You have a front facing unlimited cannon machine gun thing which you use to take out your enemies from the front. You can also collect limited use power up weapons which are provided by a red truck that comes onto screen from below. If you position yourself behind that red truck, wait for the ramps to deploy, drive into the rear of the truck and you'll be given a number of power-ups. These could be oil slicks, smoke screens or surface-to-air missiles and are great for taking out the guys coming at you from behind. Points are awarded for distance travelled on the road and you'll also get bonus points for taking out enemy vehicles. Do note though that there are other non-enemy road users and if you shoot them you will get penalised by the score pausing while you're driving along, so you don't want to do that. You'll notice that there's a counter at the top middle of the screen, currently at 220. That's counting down from 1,000. It's an initial grace period for every new player. When you put your money in and start the game it will count down to 1,000 and you've got infinite lives. You can still crash but you won't die. However, when it gets to 0, you go to a life-based mechanism. Up until that point, it's quite a relaxed, fun game, but as soon as you count down to 0, the jeopardy and tension ramps up a notch. To start with, you'll only have 1 additional life available to you. You can get additional lives by reaching certain score thresholds, but as soon as it counts to 0 to start with, you've only got 1 additional life, so you can crash twice and then you're dead. There are a number of ways of dying in this game, primarily from crashing into objects at the side of the road, but also from enemy weaponry that could come from front or from behind. Additionally, the enemy will fire weaponry from a static position at the side of the road, and also just occasionally air support will come in the form of a helicopter dropping bombs on you. You will occasionally choose a fork in the road. Some of those choices will lead to an easier or harder route, and occasionally you'll also drive into a boathouse, at which point your car will transition into a speedboat and you'll be launched into the river. The game itself is extremely challenging purely because you don't have much line of sight as to what's coming at you. It's very difficult to get a high score on this and dying is frequent. It's really quite an enjoyable fun game though, and I remember playing this back in the mid-80s at my local snooker club, pumping 10p's into it like my pocket money was an unlimited resource, but that kind of tailed off when Outrun came along and took my eyes away as to what a driving game could be. Despite that, from a retro perspective, it's always good fun to play a game like this. It's challenging, but it's brief. You can jump into it, play it for 10-15 minutes and have a good old blast on it. It might not seem it, but this game was quite revolutionary when it came out back in 1983, and it went on to spawn a sequel. That came out in 1987 and had a 2-player co-op function. Then in 2001 there was a reboot to the franchise when Spy Hunter was released by Paradigm Entertainment on PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, Game Boy Advance and on Windows. A further reboot came out in 2012 on the handheld systems Nintendo 3DS and PlayStation Vita. And would you believe there was even plans for a film adaptation of this? Yeah, back in 2004, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was on board to star in a film with a budget of $90 million. Even John Woo was on board to direct it, but through numerous delays, mainly because of script rewrites, the film never got made and was shelved. It's probably a good thing really, because can you imagine a 2-hour film from this, what you're seeing on your screen at the moment? I'm really not sure how that would have worked. That said, Michael Bay is currently trying to do an Outrun film based on the arcade game, so who knows? And let's face it, the Fast and Furious franchise is based on a lot less content than this. But anyway, this was Spy Hunter, very much a game of its time. There was no final boss, there was no way to complete the game, it was all about the high score. It only came to an end when you lost all your lives. It was always a great way to lose a few quarters or 10pence pieces down your local arcades on a Saturday afternoon. Do you remember playing Spy Hunter? Let me know in the comments section below your memories of playing this game. But that's me dead now. You've just seen me do my best score in about 30 years. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. I've certainly had fun making it. If you have enjoyed it, do consider a like, a comment and maybe even a subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified of my next video, including the next one in this series, which I think, check note, it's Stunt Car Racer on the Amiga. Brilliant. I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.